My own struggles have been difficult since I am a person who has dealt with physical disabilities for the majority of my life. I worked up until 15 years ago, and I try to do the best I can, but it's difficult, on a day-to-day basis. Living on disability in the South Bronx, it's not easy. I can't walk. I'm losing some abilities in my hand. I have RA, it's a severe case. And because I am a colon cancer survivor with a failing kidney, it's a day-to-day struggle.
I think we see poverty manifest in many different ways in terms of health outcomes adults and young people have of all ages. We see it in terms of education and in terms of employment, and even how much school kids miss is really largely due to the poverty issues that families are facing.
One of the issues that I face, I would definitely say a barrier as a person being formerly incarcerated and finding work and not having the education and basically not being able to find a job that was going to be able to sustain me. I'm not presently working, however, I am student government at Bronx Community College. I'm a vice chair of University Student Senate. I do get stipends here and there. I'm kind of apprehensive about working. I do want to work, but it's sort of like a catch-22. The way the system is, you kind of get assistance or you don't. If I begin to work, it changes my FAFSA eligibility. It changes my food stamp eligibility. So yeah, I may start working, may be more independent, but as crazy it may seem, I'd probably even be poorer.
I live in public housing, and one of the biggest problems with public housing is that besides the subcontracting that's being done, for work that needs to be done, the constant breakdown of services, elevators. Right now, there's a window shattered out of the front lobby doorway, so people are climbing in to get access to the building. That means drug usage. There's not enough police coverage that benefits the people for their safety. Most of the developers that come into the community are coming in to develop these buildings and homes, so forth and so on. However, they're not leaving anything for the community to build on. So at the end of the day, you're just pulling in a lot of poor people with no resources, no opportunities, and then you expect for them to grow and to nurture in your community where you build these buildings and these complexes. It's not going to happen.
I think we have been through a lot as a community, and I think for decades we've been really struggling to make things connect. I think the opportunity we have in front of us is to do things that maybe we've had a hard time attracting funding for or attention to, and trying to stitch together and create the connective tissue that we think communities need to be successful.